Da, 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 da. Transition. Oh, I don't even have a hat. What's up, guys? Hi.
Hey.
We're gonna be starting in just a second. Let me grab a hat.
So you can only see our heads. Like
I know. Well, I'm gonna move it down a second. Ooh, I'll
Okay.
get my Atlanta Falcons one, even though they're kind of.
And that disappointed you?
Yeah, they're actually fairly disappointing.
I mean,
Rise Up, all about Rise Up, but come on, that was like a real upset.
yeah.
I was well, not a real upset, more the fact of I was really upset.
Right.
More
we-
not like.
I mean, it was also an upset. We blew solidly.
Yeah, we did.
I was at a music festival watching the last quarter.
Really?
Were you?
Where?
Where were you?
I was at Jam and Jam in Tucson.
Oh, really? How was that?
Best festival.
I lived in the Grand Canyon for like a year. So, Tucson.
Well, that's awesome.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, like, in the national park. I lived, like, maybe 50 yards from the rim. And, like 50 yards from the rim. Like, there was employee housing, like, right on the rim. Like, I step out, walk, like, 30 seconds, and there was the rim of the canyon.
You worked for the National Park Service?
I worked, yeah, technically, I worked for a restaurant called Bright Angel, which is also right on the rim. It was just another few steps from my apartment that way.
Okay.
I hiked the canyon twice by myself. I was 21,
How long did you
21. I was there for about a year.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, oh, there's my drink. So guys, what is up?
Hello.
Now we finally said we're actually almost. Did we actually do this on?
We're a little
No,
late.
damn it.
15 minutes late. That's usual.
No.
We tried.
We usually, so if we say 7, just show up at 7:15 and we'll have our shit together. I'm trying to get this thing quicker and quicker every time, but we're getting there step by step. So what's up, guys? This is Spin and Chill. We're here live in Atlanta, Georgia. We have Isis with us again, and then we have the lovely Awesame. Awesome.
I just
Everything
said,
is
do I need
awesome.
a microphone?
If you want to do it, but there's that echo.
I mean, can people hear me?
Speak.
Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Yes? Oh, that looks, yeah, okay, all right.
I mean, you could, yeah. It's just a little bit lower than what's on mine.
Yeah, I just say
We could put them
awesome.
up here. The microphone's like on this, like in the, you know what I mean? You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just an idea. Just
Maybe
an
for
idea.
next time.
Okay, sorry.
Maybe for next time.
I just say awesome. Everybody has tried to put like every possible pronunciation on it. I just say awesome. Same thing happened. So like, I style my name as Sam. I mean, I don't style my name. My name is Sam E. Lawrence, and so my username on all kinds of sites is Sam E. Lawrence. And people would see Same Lawrence, and they would like meet me at conferences and stuff, and be like, "I know you. You're Same Lawrence." I was like, "No, it's a middle initial." And so the same thing kind of stuck around, and people would call me that, and so I just took it, and I used to build like all kinds of weird versions off of it, and I just stuck it into the word awesome and just switched up the O and the A, and then later, like after I'd been using awesome as my gamer tag on Xbox for like 3 years,
Yep.
that was when I then figured out that in all lowercase it's an ambigram. So
Which is, do
Yeah,
you have that
you-
sticker?
Let's get a
Where'd it
sticker. Let's show it. Oh,
oh,
I'm gonna switch this.
You have a
There we
sticker
go.
of mine?
No, you just had it.
Oh,
Where's your
yeah, that was on-
sticker?
That was on my phone.
Oh.
Well, the phone. We still need
Hold
the
on,
phone.
guys, you gotta see this.
Phone. What's up, Supernova? What is up, Brandon? How you doing, bud? If you guys are watching, we have
Hold
the
up to this camera.
yep. Show up the camera.
Check this
Okay.
out, guys.
So let's get the angle right. No, this is not the right angle.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, there we go. No, there we go.
If you don't know what an ambigram is,
This
it's
is an
this.
ambigram.
Ha hey.
Damn. That blew my mind like a couple minutes ago.
So much so
You
that
showed
he
me.
hit his head.
So much so that I hit my head on the lighting rigs.
So
Yeah, there we
shocked.
go. See? What's up, Super? If you guys are watching this on Facebook, get into Chew. We have the Chew chats up. So unlike before where we were struggling to see the chats, we now have the chat on the TV. So,
So
oh
talk to
snap.
us.
Yes, please talk to us.
to us.
We're watching. We are watching the chats, and we will comment on them as we see them. So anyways, your ambigram.
So yeah, I'm basically a typography nerd who started DJing and
From typography.
came up. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just,
I'd always known that like if I started any kind of like an artist project, it was gonna have like a heavy design influence. So the next thing that I did is, it's kind of more complex, and I won't get into it because no one's going to be interested in listening to it. But basically, I have a hexagonal logo, which, if you break it apart, is an encapsulation of all of the characters. So you can build the word awesome with hexagon-derived glyphs, and you can collapse them together, and you end up with a hexagon where the number of instances of each side represents the width of the side of the hexagon. And the hexagon itself is also intersected internally, and you can imagine this internally bisected hexagon as a cube.
Okay.
And so you can actually render a 3D print with different weighted or faceted sides that I want to develop as like a 3D printed pendant, which is itself an encoding of the brand name.
Awesome.
Awesome, yeah.
Well, so then that sounds like some pretty good visuals.
Right, and that's the whole point. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I have a lot of ideas for visuals, and so I would like my long-term goal is that my show visuals are all run as like a JavaScript like D3 project or something like that.
Yeah.
And I want them to be open source. So I want all of like the nerds who go to my shows who think like, oh, I can think of a really cool visual effect to be able to just like fork it on GitHub.
And you just add it.
And contribute to the like graphics library of my visuals. Like,
That'd be cool.
I accept it. So I really have like pretty big goals, but that's down the road. Like I haven't been able to work on that. Right now I've been working on a visual project for shows that is it's about 50 minutes long right now. I'm working it up to be a full hour.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically like animated GIFs that I find that I convert to video, and then I play the loop one time. So you can imagine if there's an hour of this, we're talking about like 500 or 600 of these video files, and they don't loop, they only play one time.
Oh.
And so it's just like a bombardment of just like visual chaos for an hour, but it's not random. I've organized them so there's sort of a story arc, and there's thematic development, and it kind of moves and progresses through different visual styles. So there's like a whole section where I find a bunch of like like vaporwavy style stuff.
Sure.
But even within that, it's like broken down into sub chapters and stuff. Like,
so it sounds like you're really focused on the visual side. Is the music side for you just as intensive as when you're designing the visuals?
Yeah. So when I was younger, I played piano, and I played a little bit of guitar, and I played drums, and I want to produce a lot of music. I intended this year in 2016 to put out an EP by December. That would have been my first release. I have a couple work in progress things, and I've put up just some demos on my SoundCloud, but they're not good and they're not finished. And the reality is that like I'm just starting from scratch with learning how to produce music.
Yeah.
I just don't know what I'm doing, but I have a lot of good ideas. And so if you look at sort of like my scratch folder of projects that I've been working on, they're all good ideas and they're all going somewhere, but there's just nothing close to finished. This past year kind of got derailed. I was laid off work and then had a family health emergency that just sort of threw everything off. And so didn't get anything out, but this year I'm really hoping to dig in and work on some stuff. But yeah, the reality is that like I've been DJing for 2 years. I think I'm a fairly decent DJ, but I'm just not a good music producer yet, so it's going to be some time.
It takes time.
Yeah. So people always ask me, they're like, when do you have music coming out? And I'm like, when it's ready, man. Like I'm still learning the stuff, that I need.
For sure. Do you have any specific stuff? She had a long conversation with Sam.
Yeah, we talked about so much stuff. Do you remember anything in particular? I don't know. We talked about a lot of stuff that I can't talk about right now. Like seriously, the majority of our conversation was stuff that I don't want to repeat.
Fair enough.
Pretty much majority of it, huh?
Yeah. Well, I can talk a little bit about it.
We talked. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
How about I was just gonna say we talked a lot about how like your timing of things and like the your childhood has all led up to what you're doing now.
Yeah.
So is that what you were gonna get to?
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So the whole sort of awesome thing started. So I kind of got into DJing at all because I was hanging out with DJs.
Yeah.
Like they were just my friends. I was going to bars. These for my drinking buddies, basically, in the bar scene in Atlanta. And so I thought, you know, okay, I can do this. And I picked it up, and I got a controller, and I started playing around, and I started learning. But what really, like, made me want to do it was a pretty profound experience at a dance event that made me want to. It made me have this sort of overwhelming realization that there's no real need for mysticism, and there's no real need for any kind of narrative spirituality beyond just reality. Like, this sort of molecule soup that we're in is awesome enough.
Yeah.
And so that's really the driving motive of the project, is to push that awareness that this is awesome, and that people would be at a show and go, this is awesome, and that's awesome, and that I can point back at them and go, and you're awesome, and like this is awesome. Like, all this stuff is alive and conscious and is reality, and we don't need to build these other models or frameworks. And so I was about 23 years old, and basically had just an experience that made me sort of let go of a lot of my
What was that show?
early beliefs. It was a Paper Diamond
It was
show.
a Paper Diamond show?
Yeah, shout out to Paper Diamond for my conversion experience away from religion.
For his ego.
Yeah. No, really. So I was like a deeply religious person as a young person, and you know, I don't think that I would want to tell anybody what to believe, what not to believe. I think I would want to tell people to look around them and they exist in reality, and then ask the question, like, do you need more than this? And I think that most people just never sort of make that internal conversation, right? A lot of people believe in a religious framework. I don't even know if most people believe in it. I think a lot of people assume it. They assume it because they grow up in it. They assume it the way you, like, do you believe in gravity? Like, do you consciously believe?
Just drop my.
Do you believe in gravity, or do you just wake up every day and it's there?
Sort of both.
I think maybe it's sort of both. Yeah.
You know?
I go and say.
So a lot of people get out of bed and they're like, well, I'm still Buddhist, or well, I'm still Muslim, or I'm still Christian, or Jewish. They don't they don't every day.
They don't actually
reassess that.
No,
they
I
don't
understand.
Test that belief. They don't sit there with it. Some people do.
It just always has been. So it
Yeah.
always
Some
will
people
be.
do, and credit to those people who've like thought through and rationalized and considered their belief system, and they actually believe that thing. Those people.
There's a lot of people who don't.
There's a lot of people who don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so for those people who don't, my whole thing is like, well, you could continue believing this thing that you just inherited, or you could join the rest of us in reality, which is fucking cool, but also on fire, and we need your help putting the world back together. You know?
I can agree with that. I can agree with that for sure. So you've just started DJing. You've been at a lot of different venues in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So is there a venue that you've looked at and you're like, I want to play there first, or whenever? Is there like a goal place that you want to play?
Yeah, I would love to play at Al 5. I would love to play at Terminal West.
What's up, Al 5?
Shout out to Al 5.
Shout out to Al 5, yeah. I love that
Hey,
spot.
hey.
I would love to play at
What, like Georgia Theater?
Georgia Theater?
I don't know if I've ever been to the Georgia
in
Theater,
Athens?
actually.
Never been there?
I haven't been there.
What? It's beautiful. All right, never mind. Forget it. If you haven't been there,
those are probably my big two. I mean, there's a couple other places that are going to be opening up soon that I would like to check out. But for me, like,
venue. I'm sorry.
yeah, people
I had
who are
something in my
watching this
throat.
who are not from Atlanta are going to have no idea. But there's like a whole bunch of like, for people who are watching this who are not from Atlanta, Atlanta's stupid, and so when people find out that stuff is going on, there's this whole gossip mill that happens around it, and it's happening right now because some place is opening up a venue and they don't want anyone to know. Anyway, that's all you need to know about it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I would love to play all kinds of things. Like, I'm very open format. I'm still, you know, as I produce more, I'm starting to hone down my flavor. But like, I would have a great time playing a bunch of like Dylan Francis and Calvin Harris at opera, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I'm going to play tonight. That's not my favorite thing to play, but it would still be fun.
And lots of other people would enjoy that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have a great time playing a bunch of 90s hip hop in a hookah lounge or whatever.
I've done that.
Not my
I've been
favorite-
there.
Not my favorite thing to do. Whatever. Yeah, like right now, I have
It's
a
happened.
residency at Char. It's a Korean barbecue spot, and like that's what we do. We do like 90s and 2000s hip hop, and like top 40, and it's fun. And it's not my favorite music. I have a great time. You know, so I would like to play at a lot of places, but definitely like, I mean, as far as like stages that I really respect and love, it's L5 and Terminal West. It just, if only for the sound quality. I mean, the sound systems.
You do have a
Sounds good.
fondness for the sound engineers, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam does.
Well, I know half of them, for one thing. I mean, I know some of the sound engineers and the video engineers and stuff that work at those venues.
He
and so.
feels like they know what's up. Their safety. They have to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the other part is like I really would want to play at any venue that has just a good team. Like I don't care who owns the place. I don't really care about the bartenders or whatever. Like I want to work at a place where
It's okay.
Damn.
like I
That
want
was
to work.
some salt.
I know. I want to work at a
Oh.
place
Yeah.
where like there's like good, simple like sound and lighting, and like it's interesting that more places are starting to do that. Like this upcoming Goth Trad show at 529, they're bringing in subs. For
Well,
that.
yeah. It was
I mean, that's
God
gonna bring
trad.
everything
Like,
else.
But 529 doesn't have any of that sound set up in there already, and so they're just bringing them in. Oh, you know a place I would love to play?
Was it? Well, they bringing in Philip Irwin? Are they bringing his functions, or are they bringing in something
I
bigger?
don't know, but I know they're bringing in
'Cause
sound. I know a place I would really love to play. I would really love to play, well, two places. I would really love to throw, like, just a party with my friends in the back room at Argosy, and I would really love to play, it's in East Atlanta Village.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
I
a
would-
back room.
Yeah, there's a back room at Argosy, and it's small, but you could fit, like,
I've
200 people in
I've
there.
been to Argosy a lot, and I've never seen a back room.
It's all the way in the back. There's skee-ball machines back there.
Really?
And I would,
Skee-ball.
I would really love to play the Earl.
The Earl.
Oh,
I would
okay.
love to play
Those
the
are some
Earl.
unique, like.
The Earl is
Interesting.
mostly live bands, but I saw in probably like 2008, 2007, 2008, I saw a Comtrue's show there when he was.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
cool.
Like, he'd just been signed to Ghostly International, is just starting out, and that. I remember I saw an electronic show there, and I was like, this place is way more than just indie bands.
Yeah.
This could be something cool. And the Earl always has just the coolest audience there. People are really unafraid to come right up to the stage, and it's not because they're like, you know, riding the rail. There is no rail, but they just like they come in really close. They're all drinking beers. It's really good. I think that'd be a great venue for anybody to play.
Well, for sure. Well, I want to take a break because we've been talking about like 15 minutes, and I'm trying to do shorter sections.
Yep.
So we want to get into some other things. We want to talk about bullet music and a couple other things you guys have been into.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into some music right now. So, sir, what do you have for us today?
I'm probably gonna play some chill house. We the show is Spin and Chill, and one of my things is
Chill?
I always
chill?
try to play to the room I'm in. I've seen way too many opening DJs go hard, and way too many people try and blow out a club on the wrong vibe, and so I figured.
Especially at Spin and Chill. It's been Spin and No Chill. I just want to put like a little sticky note or like a sticker.
Spin
Just
an
put it up
extra
there.
chill.
Yeah, an extra chill
Extra
or like
chill.
no chill.
Well,
We can do a Spin and extra chill.
extra
I'm
chill.
fine with extra
In
chill.
all honesty, we were having a conversation about how we sort of feel like there's a lot of very unchill energy going on right now, and a lot of people we know are on struggle bus at the moment.
Yeah.
And how it would be really nice to just be able to
Well, and
step
I-
away from that
and
for
I
a
just got over
second.
the flu, so I'm not in any kind
This
of-
is all for you people getting over the flu.
I also just
and
got over being sick, so
Good.
flu buddies, right?
flu
Yeah.
buddies. Hey.
So
I'm
we
gonna
all
start
need a
out
little
with
chill.
House. I got some tropical throwbacks in there. Since it's like an 82-degree February we're having.
Right?
And then probably second half is gonna be a little more high tempo, maybe like some chill steps, some chill traps, some bassy
Cool.
stuff. But
It's gonna
we're
be
start with
great.
some
Let's do it,
house.
man.
Can't wait.
All right, let's do it.
Alright.
Let's get into it. Thank you guys so much. We're going to be going and getting into some music. We'll get back in a second. But listen to the tunes of Awesome. Awesome tunes. Awesome tunes. Here we go. Interlude. All right, you, sir. Oh, shit.
Me or Cody?
Shout out to Obi. I see you, man. What's up? What's up, Supernova? Shout out to you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. I always liked Eddie's Attic. I've been there like once or twice or 3 times, and it's a beautiful little like listening place. Well, so Melissa, if you're watching, Eddie's Attic does not do electronic shows, just letting you know. But beautiful work here, buddy. We need this chill stuff. Bringing the chill back to spin and chill.
pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal. Never slow down. Slow down. Black money, let them all say amen. I'm just tryna make it clear, boy, Ray-Bans. I'm a great man, whoa, say friend. I play a whole late night DJ, man. Room full of boppers, tell them give me topper. Beat it up, now unhit the coppers. I'm S-A-T-E, who would like to know? B545 large, me you drop. West side, baby, do what you do. And you got tell what that shit do. It's pretty nigga mind, that's the way that I grow. About
What?
Oh, so sleepy.
All right, we're gonna transition in here.
The woobs woobs.
What's up, guys?
Oh, that was
We are
awesome.
back. That was awesome. I needed that. Just like a mellow.
Awesome.
Everyone's like, so we're gonna be here on Spin and Chill. So we're gonna play rhythm, and I'm like,
Right.
it'll be Spin and Chill. We're gonna play rhythm.
Right.
Spin and Chill. I'm gonna play rhythm. Ah, don't. I'm like, okay, well, every once in a while. Let's get every once in a
I'm
while.
just not in the mood for it today.
No.
Me
We were
either.
talking-
Mine.
I don't know if anybody could hear, but we were talking about there's a little bit of
Oh. Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
What? Don't talk yet.
No?
Just start a loop. That will kill everyone.
Shut up.
Oh, right.
Into another dimension. There we go. Awesome.
Well, anyway, because of that feedback loop, it exists while we're playing too. I'm using sync off the board, and I use sync off the board all the time, and I don't care. And DJs who throw shade at other DJs for using controllers instead of using CDJs, or DJs who throw shade on DJs who use CDJs instead of using vinyl, or DJs who throw shade on people who use sync, or DJs who throw shade on people who play MP3 instead of Wave. Whatever the thing is that you're a snob about, shame on you. Because DJing and any kind of sharing of music, it's a way for people to express the music that they love. It's a way for them to share it with others. It's a way for them to make people feel good. We should be, as a community, doing nothing to discourage that. We should be encouraging every kid out there with a $100 piece of crap controller off eBay. Like, there's apps now you can DJ off your phone. I love it. I love it. I want to show up to a party where there's some 15-year-old kid DJing off an iPad. Like, I think that the more people that are DJing, it's so crazy how competitive. It's not that, I mean, I'm competitive, right? If I'm on a lineup of DJs, like, I'm going to be competitive. I'm going to try and put out the best show I can. But I'm going to do it for the audience. And all that the audience cares about, by and large, is what's coming out of the speakers. Yeah, it matters what's coming out of the speakers. It matters that they're having a good time. And it matters that the person up there performing is engaging and fun and kind and is, you know,
Connecting with what they're doing.
yeah, and playing to the room. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. Okay.
So Obi says,
Yeah.
then again, I kind of understand the feeling that some old school DJs have that kids have, that kids haven't paid their dues.
They haven't paid their dues.
They're trying.
They haven't paid their dues. Like, okay, this is this is the argument of all the people who were like, well, you shouldn't be able to drive an automatic transmission. You should use a manual. Of course it's harder to drive an automatic transmission. It's also harder to ride a horse. And before there were horses, it was harder to walk. Like, of course that the technology has made it easier. I understand that. And I understand, like, DJing today is obviously a less pure art form. Like, club DJs today that have sync and they have quantized music, it's a less pure art, or it's a less technical art form. I don't want to say it's a less pure art form. It's a less technical art form. And I completely understand that the people who are purists are upset about that. But you have to understand that while that's a valid argument from a technical perspective, it's no different from, you know, some Phoenician who used to grind down cockle shells to make his own paint is now mad when some kid can go to ArtBrite and buy acrylic paints.
Stop being an old man, Obi. Get off my lawn.
No, it's not like it's not an invalid argument. It's just it's an incomplete argument. It's totally fine if you think that vinyl DJing is a superior form. In many ways it is. And in many ways I have a respect for those older art forms because they could do things that I can't do. And they paved the way for the things that I'm doing now and that all of us are doing now. So it's not in any way to tear down their opinion. It's to say the doors are more open now, and we should love that. We should love that DJing is a bigger thing now. We should love that. You know, we should love that Guitar Hero caused more kids to be interested in music, even though they weren't actually learning how to play guitar.
I actually learned. That's where I started becoming a DJ, was because I found out that DJ Hero.
Yeah.
DJ Hero, and then I was like, wait, DJing is an actual thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah.
And DJ Hero was the shittiest one of all of the heroes.
Yeah,
Like DJ Hero was the worst. It was the absolute worst. But I don't care.
What you do in DJ Hero for people who have not played that.
It's like you pushed one of four
You push
different
a button
buttons
and all
in
of a sudden you're
time.
scratching and shit, and you're like, this isn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So
like,
not
did you ever play Guitar Hero?
I mean, yeah.
It's basically like Guitar Hero, except instead of strumming, you scratch, and there's 4 buttons.
Oh.
But it's other than that, it's like this exact same thing as
Hold on, we got
Guitar
some comments
Hero.
coming in, so we got definitely agree with you. It's a different art form. DJing's 80% selection. Not know anything you can do on vinyl you can do on a controller, and usually easier. It's really true. There's not anything you can do on vinyl that you can't do on a controller, and that it's not easier. That's the point of technology. Technology's made it easier to do things that we once
easier.
were done.
Yeah, I completely admit, and I tell people this when people ask me that, like, how do you get into DJing? It's like I could take pretty much anybody and sit them down on my controller and give them all of the advantages of quantization. Yeah, I could teach someone how to DJ in pretty much 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like you think about that. That's extraordinary that someone could go and probably DJ a pretty good house party after 2 hours of training.
Yeah.
That's how easy it is.
But,
There's no pretense about
I think
that.
that Obi has a point there. It's not just all about the basics of anyone can learn the basics, right? But it's a song selection. It's the mastery of like learning how to understand a crowd. When something isn't working, how do you go and deal with that? How do you interact with the crowd? How do you keep the energy going? Like song after song?
I'm
switch from trap to polka. Like
I'm the last person to shit on the heads. I have the
Trap to polka?
exactly.
I have a lot of respect for the heads. I mean, like, let's quote one of them, Goldie, right? He said, all these new DJs can go up and they can throw down an hour of bangers. Can they do it for 8 hours?
Yeah.
You know? And I think that there's a bit of a call. I think Thump put out a piece last week, and in 2 hours you're not going to be a good DJ, but you're going to at least understand the fundamentals and have a toolkit you can work with. So Goldie's argument was, can you do it for 8 hours? Can you crate dig and can you roll a party for 8 hours? I think that's the test of a DJ, or it's a test of a DJ, is not only can you go up there and can you transition and mix in key. It's stamina, but it's also storytelling.
Yeah.
It's, can you take a room full of people, get them through their first couple rounds of drinks, convince them to not leave, go to another bar, or convince them to not go do coke in the bathroom? Can you keep them on the dance floor? Can you do that? And when we're really talking about it, like, can you run it all night? So anyway, Thump put out this piece. I think it was Thump. I don't remember who it was, but it was a call for longer sets. And
You have a mic. You can say nothing.
That's why I was whispering.
I want longer sets. Like, I want
Someone
to
said they
see.
want 2 hour sets to be the norm.
I would love 2 hour sets to be the norm, and I would love to see. I mean, it's tough because, so take an average booking night, right? You want to make sure that locals are getting recognition from their city, and you can only fit in so many people, right? You can only do 2 openers and a headliner, or 1 opener for an hour and a half and a headliner for 2 hours. Like, you can't go that long. And the real reason why you don't have those longer sets is because you don't have clubs and bars that are able to stay open until 7 in the morning in this country. That's the reason that's the reason why you don't have long sets. The reason you don't have long sets is that nowhere in America can stay open past 2 or 3 and serve alcohol. So if you want an 8-hour right, so if you want that 8-hour Carl Cox set and you don't want to have to go to some bombed out warehouse for it, you gotta figure out how to get your venues to stay open. Sydney's been shutting down on all of them. London's been shutting down. We saw with Fabric closing and then having to fight to reopen.
But Fabric's finally back, so congrats to Fabric.
I mean, good for I got the opportunity to go to Fabric last June, and I can tell you
You went to the UK, took a trip from the UK?
Yeah, I went to London in June, and Fabric absolutely reset my expectations of what a club even can be. It is otherworldly. It's like another dimension of club life. And it's something that I've never seen in the United States, ever, anywhere. In New York, in California, in Atlanta, I've never seen anything like Fabric.
Yeah, and I guess I haven't been able to see Fabric in anything, and I hope I'm able to see it before it's in Brian.
It's incredible.
Comments come in. Love to see rake 5 DJs from the top 100, give them a crate of records they've never seen, and what they could do with it cold. I don't even know if I could do that. Like, I've done it once, and it was a miserable experience because it was pretty much...
Cody doesn't know if he could do it, let alone 5 DJs from the top 100 in the world.
Yeah, well,
let alone those guys.
Well, it's not what I was meaning by that, but I was just like, I tried to do that like 3 weeks ago at a supply and demand party because I went on Pioneers, and I didn't have anything beat gridded. I didn't have anything. I didn't even know the songs. I just kind of put up as many songs as I possibly could,
Right.
And then I put them on there, and I was like, oh shit, wait, I haven't actually listened to these songs in a while. And so I'm sitting there like queuing songs, and then it says, oh, it's at 128 BPM or 123, and then I start playing the song. It's like, oh nah, just kidding, it's 126, and you're like, all right, well I can't trust the beat grids. So pretty much I'm just running everything like vinyl, and I mean I put it together, like it worked, you know,
Sure.
But
sometimes you just got to bit crush your way out
it was
of a
just
track.
rough. It was just a really rough like set.
He could do it.
You could do it, Wiki Mix. All right, you know what?
Challenge
You stream.
accepted.
Stream or nothing, right?
I'll tell you one thing.
A listener.
Well, you're gonna come on next and do it for us live.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something that's a really
I don't know where
fun.
you live, Wicked Mix, but unless you're in like Canada or like, you know,
Where you're from, Wicked
Alabama.
Mix.
Where are you from, Wicked Mix? Tell us.
Wicked Mix, what's your ASL?
Want a cyber?
I'll tell you something that's actually a really fun game to play with a friend who's a DJ is tagging out of one person's library. So one person is always playing music they don't know, and the other person is sort of the host, and they know their library, and you basically play this track for track ping pong, and whoever owns the library can get really wicked with it and can pick like their really, really difficult, you know, break beaty kind of difficult stuff.
Yeah.
It's fun to do, and it's especially fun if one of you is like better than the other. It's a really fun
I
teaching.
feel like tag teaming on this show is because, well, tag teaming is kind of like the compromise of that game because tag teaming pretty much brings it out, right? Like if you're gonna go and you're gonna sync it between two systems, like how do you do it? Like how do you go and you meld and blend that set from tag teaming between different stuff and make it work, right? So I try and do that. Oh, you're in Kansas? Well, you're not too far.
We're not in Kansas anymore, Wicked Mix.
Yeah, we're a little farther away, but
We're further
Hit us
east.
up if you're ever in
if you're in
Atlanta,
Atlanta, let us
first
know.
thing.
You're gonna come to Imagine? You can come to Imagine. You can hang out with us.
Or any of the other good festivals.
Or any of the
that
other-
are
Or
in
Shaky
Atlanta.
Beats, or 420
Or Sets at
Fest,
Sunset.
or Sets at Sunset,
Sets at Sunset. I'm gonna
Or-
plug that.
or I guess
I
Shaky
need to plug
Knees
that
is
more.
still a
Shaky
thing,
Knees,
right?
Shaky
It's
Beats,
kind of like
Shaky
my
Boots.
festival.
Shaky Boots is not.
happening
Yeah,
anymore?
Shaky Boots was just a 1 or 2 year
2 years, yeah.
That was
thing.
it?
Yeah, I don't think it was ever meant to be a permanent thing. I think it was just.
Country? Well, I mean,
Yeah,
the guy, I think it's the same guy who's doing Shaky Beats and Shaky Knees and all that stuff, and he lives
Yeah,
in
it
Atlanta.
is. It's Todd something or other.
I saw this
I
right
don't
up
remember
on
his
it,
name.
and I was
I think
reading
I
on
sent it
and
to
seeing
you. Yeah.
Oh, you
I
did?
think we were talking in Slack, and I sent you the article
Was
about
it
it.
the ATM music one? Yeah, it was.
I think so,
Yes,
yeah.
it was. Yes, it was.
Anyway.
You're right. You're right. See,
We-
we're in Georgia. We are in Atlanta, Georgia. Wicked. We hang out here
All
in
the
Atlanta
time.
all the time. ATL, huh?
Don't.
Yeah, my next set is just going to be nothing but Lil Jon.
Peace up. A-Town down.
Speaking of games.
Speaking of games, yes, we have not done this game. We've done a game. So if you've seen these streams before. So if you've seen, you know that.
I've watched the streams. I've never seen the games though.
Cool. So now you're gonna be a part. So basically, the way this works is that Isis or I or you are going to go and to read off of one of the cards, and you have 5 seconds to name something. So for example,
This is the time.
once those balls hit the
Okay.
bottom,
I was like, that's not 5 seconds.
You're out of time.
you're out of time. So
You just have to name a thing that.
No, so ask a question, or you just.
so like, give me an example.
Okay, so muscles.
So name 3 muscles. So you have 5 seconds to name 3
Gluteus,
muscles.
trapezius, bicep.
So you would get
Cool.
a point.
Yeah.
Usually we have another person here keeping score, but it's super chill tonight, so.
It's just us. So we gotta keep it ourselves and be honest.
Okay.
Welcome to Spin and Chill, where the games are made up and the points don't matter. I'm your host, Drew Carey.
Copyrighted. Oh my god. Anyways, all right. So
Mammals, that would have been a good one.
mammals. There you go.
Well, we gotta get rid of that
Chupacabra. Chinchillas.
Jackalope.
one. Cabra.
Jackalope.
Jackalope.
Behemoth. Leviathan.
There you go. Leviathan.
Monkey.
Chupacabra.
Oh.
Chinchillas.
All right,
All
well,
Let's get into this. All right.
so we're gonna have you go first because you're really smart.
Oh.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
gonna pick
I'm gonna
a
hold-
good,
we get
I'm
to
gonna
do
pick
the
a
zip
good
thing?
one for you.
Get the sound effects on it. Here we go.
Hey, this seems like a good one for you since you
Right.
like animals so much. All right, name 3 feathered animals.
Sparrow, a pigeon, a dove.
I
Yeah.
guess that's 3 birds.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
one.
that's a
mean-
good one.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Name a non-bird feathered animal.
Penguin.
A bird.
Penguin. That's a bird.
It's a bird.
What's in it?
It's a bird.
So
What's a
I said
a
name a
non-bird?
non-bird feathered animal.
Feathered.
Dinosaurs.
Scarabs.
Okay.
How do you really know?
No, some dinosaurs had feathers. The ones that were turning into birds.
I don't know.
There's another one that had feathers that couldn't fly.
Turkey. Bird.
All birds, yeah. I don't know. All right, so now I read a card, or you got
Guys,
more
if
for
you
me?
know birds that don't fly, please put them in the comments because obviously we.
No, if you know,
It's
if you know
not-
animals that don't have feathers. I mean,
Animals that
yeah,
do have feathers that
do
aren't
have
birds.
Do you
Yeah,
have
they're
feathers
not
that
birds.
are not birds?
Gosh,
If you
Put 'em
can,
in the comments.
yeah, someone go find a fish with feathers. If you can find a fish with feathers,
you
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 win
win
a beer
love
from
and
yourself.
affection.
Yeah.
Well, maybe a shirt. If you get a good one, we'll give you a shirt. But you can't. Well, you can Google it. It's the internet.
Okay,
Never
so
mind.
now you ask Cody a question.
All right.
Okay. This is great.
Yeah, see, this is
This
fun,
is
right?
fun. We're having fun.
Is the goal to like stump him?
Yeah. Okay, well, the goal is that you just have to say the first things that come to your mind. And
I mean, some
sometimes
of these
they're
are
really
like
ridiculous.
incredibly difficult.
Like last week we had someone was named 3 Mexican restaurants, and the
shit.
guy said chili.
Mikey Malone donated some money. I saw the $5 come in there.
Thank you.
What is it? Hold on. Wait. What did he say? For the Dro. Come on, man. I can't read what it is. I'm gonna read it. Hold on. For the Drew Carey reference. Get out of my head. So good job, Awesame. You got a $5 tip because of the Drew Carey reference. Good job, man.
All right.
Please
all right.
tip. Please go and give it. They say T-Rex had feathers. He did have feathers. That's why I said dinosaurs.
How do we
bruh.
know?
They do. They used to think it was just like reptile stuff, and then they're like, actually, they probably had a bunch of feathers. But now it's so ingrained in people's brains that they're supposed to be like leathery, like
Unless they're
reptiles.
related to
that-
birds,
yeah.
All right. Here's a good one.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Name 3 things you trim.
Nose, beard, pubes.
Nose, beard, pubes.
Weed.
Yeah. SSD drives.
You trim those?
Trim support.
Your
It's
gra-
like
your
TRIM.
grass.
It's an acronym that stands for
Oh,
some
that's
like
cute.
file formatting.
Oh, that's
or
cute.
something.
Your bushes.
Oh shit.
Your,
I guess
your,
these are kind of
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
fetch me a shrubbery.
All right, pick me one
But
that I
I
can answer.
require a shrubbery. All right, let's see.
This is fun. I didn't know that there were going to be party games. I
We'll
like
probably
it.
just
Yeah,
do a
of
couple
course.
rounds.
Dude. All right, so I'm gonna. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one.
God.
Ready? Name 3 famous chefs.
I don't know any.
Chef Boyardee, Gordon Ramsay,
Julia Child,
Julia Child.
Rachel Ray,
I don't know any of these. I don't know any chefs. Myself?
Chef Goldblum.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
That was
All
not
right.
a good one.
Yeah, that was. All right. So we're back to you.
Okay.
So I'll swap. We'll hold Zoom. Here we go. And you chose this one. Like I don't even know who Rod Stewart is.
Yeah, there's one in there. 3 John Wayne movies.
Ooh, all right, this is a good one.
That's why we have to pick,
Come on, 3 John Wayne movies. Who knows that?
All right, here's a good one. Here's a good one. I like this one.
Name 3 John Wayne movies in the comments.
True Grit.
Everybody knows True Grit. And then there's the other True Grit because he made it twice.
No, but he was never in that.
Yes, he was. He's in True Grit twice. Once with Katharine
John Wayne was
Hepburn.
dead by the time
True. No, you're thinking of the newest one. There's 3 total, and John Wayne is in the first 2. They remade the same movie with the same actor.
I don't know. The one that makes
Anyways, all right, we're gonna move on. All right, ready? Name 3 actors who played con men in Ocean's 11.
Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, and George Clooney. Yeah, I don't know.
You dropped the ball there, bud. Yeah, and you cheating. God, what are you
I'm just
doing?
trying to help because I
So
stuck down
he's
on
on
this
one.
one.
He's on one. All right.
I'm on one.
So
That's
1
what
1
I'm
1
on
1
one.
0.
Sorry.
All right, here we go.
Hold on.
Let's do this.
Let me find
I'm
you.
ready.
Let me find you.
I'm ready. Let's get it. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's do it.
All right. Here we
This
go.
is intense.
I know it is intense.
It's intense like the circus.
Name 3 tribes of Native Americans.
Cherokee, Crow, and Squaw. Wait, Blackfoot.
Okay.
I think you got that. I'll give that a point.
Okay.
Yeah. I almost was like Squaw. I was like, wait. Squaw were
You
one.
probably think Chickasaw or something like that.
Cherokee.
Cherokee.
Good set on.
Aztec.
Sioux.
Sue. There you go.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Awesome.
All right. How many runs do you want to do?
One.
We just
We're
did
gonna
2,
do
2, 2.
And now it's your turn
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
to be quizzed.
Yes. All right. Let's see. You want to do it? You want
I don't care. Yeah, sure.
Let's
I'll
do it. Grab
For
it.
you, though.
Oh wait, they're on both
No, it's
sides.
yours.
Oh yeah. I'm the question.
Yeah. There's.
Crap.
Yeah. You can choose. You can choose
Oh,
either side.
wow.
Yeah, you can pick either side.
She has handpicked the best of the best.
I usually try to pick ones that we'll actually get, so it's fun.
Yeah. Okay. So we on the way up here hadn't eaten, and so we stopped at Wendy's. So speaking of our diets that are just non-existent today.
I had French fries.
I see what you
Name 3 types of cakes.
Red velvet, chocolate, and vanilla, and cheesecake,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
angel
and birthday
and pound
cake.
cake.
That was
And fruit cake.
That's way too easy because you could just name flavors. Just be
True.
like orange,
Vanilla cake.
orange,
Oreo. I mean,
Orange
I
cake.
could have kept
blue
going.
cake.
5 seconds.
Okay. All right. So we're at 1, 2, 1. Right?
Are we? Yeah, I don't know.
She's actually the champion of this thing. She's actually won a couple
I
times.
think
Normally?
so, yeah.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna go, and I'm just gonna randomly choose one. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Ready?
Who's this for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Name 3 fairy tales.
Peter Pan, The Chronicles of Narnia, Lord of the Rings. Does that count? If not, like Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, it's
I don't
so-
know.
Sleeping Beauty.
The one with the shoe. The
Does
Little
long form
Red
fantasy
Riding
count as a fairy
Hood.
tale? There are fairies in it. Oh, you're talking about nursery rhymes. Those are nursery rhymes. Those aren't fairy tales.
Shrek is a fairy tale, like kind of.
Yeah, no, nursery rhymes and fairy tales are not the same
I mean,
thing.
it's a fairy tale. It can't.
It's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Shrek,
I mean,
Shrek is a fairy tale.
Is Shrek
Peter,
a fairy tale?
Peter Pan,
it's
definitely a
like
fairy
one of
tale.
both. Yeah,
Peter
it's a fairy
Pan,
tale.
100% a fairy tale.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
like the whole premise
Any
of the.
Disney
All right. So
movie?
you got 3. You got.
I got 3.
You got 3.
The whole premise of Peter Pan is that you have to believe in fairies to keep them alive. It's a fairy tale. Yeah.
Yes.
She gets cancer if you stop
So
believing. in her.
congratulations, sir. You're the
You
winner.
win.
You are the winner for this week's
Hello.
5-second rule. We got to come up with games. We have a bunch of games here. I just don't know how we're going to add them in there.
Some
This
of them
is
are hard to
complicated.
play like this.
They're hard to play with the game, and we got to.
That's a good short form.
We're gonna do the
That's a
one.
good short form.
We're gonna
Yes.
we're gonna incorporate what was the game
What was
that
the
I
game you
sent
want to
you?
bring in?
Would you rather?
I like
That's a good
Would
one.
You
That's
Rather.
gonna work for this. Would you rather? It's gonna be.
I also
funny.
want to do Watch Your Mouth. I'm kind of waiting for the right person to bring in.
Would You Rather gets. I play Would You Rather sometimes with my partner, and
See, that's why
You
I
just
wanted
get
to
as
bring
weird as
Sex
possible as
Edition.
quickly as
Would you rather
possible.
Sex
Great.
Edition? It's gonna
Yeah.
be
Sex edition.
hilarious.
Oh wait, is that what we're bringing in the sex edition?
I mean,
of
I
this?
think we should get each because we have to gauge the comfort level of our guests. But if they're down,
we have to get both
Yeah.
age groups: child, like adult, and
it's
then
12
like
and over,
not safe
all
for work.
ages, or Sex Edition.
A lot of artists are really lonely people. You have to be careful. You might have someone burst into tears.
Aw, I don't want that.
Would you rather? Okay. Oh, well, that just got awkward.
Anything, I'll take
Anyways.
anything.
All right,
Cool.
so you have a card, right? I'll only choose one of them.
Of these, the important
Of
questions.
just one, yeah.
This is
of
a
just
different
one.
game?
We're gonna do
And
the
then we're
rest
gonna
of them
do
later?
do the rest of them later.
Okay.
We'll do one
I'm gonna
important
save.
card.
I'm gonna save the deep ones for later.
Yeah,
then
don't- yep.
because.
So we basically have this. I found this game.
I'm
up in
now
North
playing a
Georgia.
game I don't know
It's
what it
called
is.
Chat
It's
Pack.
okay.
It's just
easy.
questions to spark conversations.
Okay, all right.
You just,
It's pretty
like,
good.
I'm with it.
one
I'm with it.
question that we've told each artist. Actually, I'm just gonna use this as an example every time. If you had 50 pounds
Yeah.
of anything other than money, what would it be?
50
You're gonna say the same
pounds.
thing probably everyone else says, but
50 pounds of anything other
But
than
not
Other than
money.
money, what would it be?
I mean, like, is gold an option?
Yeah,
or
you
something?
can be gold.
sure.
Gold's good.
Yeah, but think of the
Um,
value of gold right now.
Don't
Yeah.
you can't like
Sorry.
read the question.
No, you have to.
50 pounds of anything other than money. I would probably want 50 pounds of like.
It's okay. This is not safe.
I mean, I can think of some stuff I would want
Just
50
say
pounds
it.
Just
of.
say it.
It's all right.
Just go for it.
Probably like DMT or something.
That'd be pretty good. See, a lot of people say cocaine.
Yeah, that's a popular
you
popular
can
answer
flip
that I've
it, you
seen
know, and
lately.
get
Is,
more money.
is cocaine? 50 pounds of cocaine has been the
been the popular
answer.
I mean, yeah, ayahuasca. Something
Oh,
like that.
whoa, Melissa, thank you for that. 50 pounds of chocolate, 50 pounds of gold medals worth $13. Like I'm okay with those.
Did we get a 13?
We did. We got 50 pounds. Thank you so much, Melissa. We love
Aw,
you.
That's nice,
We love you.
Melissa.
God, so much tipping today. So much love.
You guys are great.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
let's get to our question.
You
Yeah.
guys keep the show going. I'm just saying, you know, all these tips. This helps fund everything that we do.
Yay.
All right. So here's the question. Here's the
Okay,
option.
so Babe Ruth, James Dean, Elvis Presley, ... If you could bring back any deceased superstar for one final performance in their respective field, whom would you choose?
Performance. Oh shit.
Man, I have thought about this question so much, and I think I have this like deep-seated jealousy of my mom that I've had ever since I was a little kid, and she told me that she got to see Hendrix live. Jimi Hendrix. I really think that I really think I would love to see Jimi Hendrix
That would probably be cool.
perform. Probably like more than the Beatles in their prime.
Elvis. So
More-
Elvis.
More than Elvis, like more than. Yeah, I mean Elvis was
Elvis
cool,
would be
but not for me. It's got to, yeah, I think Hendrix, honestly.
I don't know. I feel like mine would kind of be recent. Like I was a little butthurt when Michael Jackson died. I kind of wish I could
I'm
I was
not
gonna
a
say David
yeah.
Bowie.
I was
Mine was a David
Two.
Bowie.
I was never a big Bowie or Jackson
I mean,
fan.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't
I
matter
respect
about being
them.
a fan. Like I went and seen.
Final performance.
I saw like.
I want to see Tupac.
True. See, you know, like. I
Rap
talked-
shows are never that good.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, they're
never
not.
that.
Rap
They're
shows are
not.
never
It was
that
a
good.
joke. It was a joke more than.
I've seen some of the best rappers
The
alive,
Beatles.
and they're just not
Yeah.
that. I mean, the Beatles would be great, but
I
like
mean, some of them are still alive though. So.
Yeah.
Hendrix, man, Hendrix started so much of this.
I took my mom to
Well,
And
see.
he- and he-
I don't know about Hendrix. The Beatles kind of started Hendrix, not that Hendrix started the Beatles. You gotta remember
well,
time
that's definitely
periods.
true, but I think Hendrix reached further into the past and further into the future. I think he was like just more of a genius.
Okay.
If there's old artists that are touring now, it's wise to go see them. Like I took my mom to see
Yeah.
Billy Joel and Elton John a few years ago, just because if you don't do it now, there's a chance you might not ever get to see them. Like
Yep.
I saw that Bob Dylan was on a
Marley?
lineup this.
Actually,
Yeah.
Bob Marley. That's a
I
good
wanna see
one.
Oh
Bob
yeah,
Dylan. He's
I
like
actually
80
would
years
really
old.
have loved to see Bob Marley. That's a
That's a
great.
good one, Mikey.
That's
Good
a great
choice.
option.
Good choice.
Bob Marley.
It doesn't
wow.
have to be musicians. Like, I mean, I don't know what other Houdini. I would have liked to see Houdini.
Houdini would have been cool.
Houdini would've been
That would have
cool.
been awesome.
I've met
I mean,
David
Houdini
Blaine.
pretty much. Well, but like
And-
Houdini.
Yeah, but imagine going to a Houdini like that would have like I got to see her Houdini like that would have been so cool.
Nicholas
Yeah,
Tesla.
I'm surprised we haven't heard
I think it's
Jim
a-
Morrison yet.
True.
Jim
I'm
Morrison
surprised we
would have
haven't
been a
seen
good
Morrison
one.
pop up.
Queen
Yeah.
would have been a good one.
Prince.
Queen, Freddie Mercury, man, he was a god, a real god.
No one really writes songs like him anymore.
Are we doing one serious question too?
No, just one serious
Just one for
question.
now. We'll do
We're
the
gonna
rest
go.
of
We're
them
gonna
later.
crank. Yeah, because we still gotta talk. We haven't talked about bullet music, and we got a little bit of other stuff.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
We want to
yeah,
talk about. We got some other questions.
Yeah.
So, sir, if you want to get back into it, we're gonna get back into some music. Freddie Mercury.
Okay.
So let's get into this. You ready?
How many sections of music we got?
We're gonna do one more section, and then we're gonna break, and then we're gonna do mine, and then we'll go and we'll be back to it. Okay. Yeah. So you ready? We're gonna keep this a little bit short. We're gonna do 15, 20 minutes. So you got till it's 8:30. So you got till 8:45 to put on this dopest jams anyone's heard. Ready? Go.
Bullets fly, it's over. We're surrounded, but it's just us. If you're gone, I'm coming too. I can't be here without you. Only footprints in the dust. It's just us. Take my hand. Walk with me. 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 Take my hand. About my love, 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 about my love.
oppression, negativity, and it's now time to realize that you are the one with the power to change this world. Time to waste. Time to waste.
It's her favorite based upon the latest pages. Wrote in papers, homies rolling papers. Told her up and showed it out the same way that it came. Up in the cave for 2 days, ain't shit been the same, so today I'ma prove it. Oh God, I'ma lose it. Truth is hard for the nigga, don't do shit. Hit miss, get dismissed when the business kicks in. Peep this, I ain't lying. Speak my mind, feed the lions, keep them quiet. Moment of silence trying to keep me behind closed doors to the truth. Even if I die, no, I put up a fight for our lives. Put up a fight for my life. No more killing my time, my shines now. I pull up in the building like whoa. I tell these other niggas I know I'm from the city where the brothers my road to your mom's house and tell her put your hands on the wall. How you doing, my dude? That's the truth to the matter of the fact. Truth is, cause I did them like that. Matter of fact, I'ma bring it right back. Blame gang, cause I did them like that. Blame gang, cause I did them like that. Shit great if you came from the crack. All that I'm hearing is sounding retarded. Either put mollies or getting this money. Either got bitches and condos, you fuck it. But if I get it, you get it. That's something you do or something you don't. I'm just out here trying to give people hope. I'm just out here trying to hold on the rope. I will never stoop that low. Stoop that low, you will stoop that low, no. I would never think you would stoop that low, you would stoop that low, no. I would never think you would stoop that low, you would stoop that low, no. I would never think you would stoop that low, you would stoop that low, no. You stoop that low, no, you would stoop that low. Out here gonna get dough. And they're telling me this is life. I just wanna come make things right. And they're telling me this is life. I just wanna come make things right. And they're telling me this is life. I just wanna come make things right. And they're telling me this is life. I just wanna come make things right. And they're telling me I know, I know. I just wanna make things right. I might roll. I know. I know. Just wanna make things right. I might roll. I know. Do you? Do you?
Bring those mics back. What? Get the mics on. Mic check. Mic check 1 2. There we go. Hey, you can bring that one back.
Look at that.
Bring that check back.
Mic check.
What?
Do you want to turn off the
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That was the one thing that I forgot to do. I'm getting better and better with my procedures, but I feel I need to have like a write-up. I used to do it on the wall, but then that kind of got taken up with the new stuff that's coming. So for people who are watching this, there is going to be Echo Breaker merchandise coming finally.
Woo.
Woo! Yeah, I'm excited. You guys better be excited. I'm expecting. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Seriously, what is this track? I need it.
We've
I
been
want
missing
a
it.
revolution.
Oh, yeah. I got that. Okay. I'll tell you what that is.
Sorry, guys.
Please, yeah, I'm sorry. We just kind of.
We were lost in conversation.
Yeah, loving this record. What is it? Political messages for the win. Seriously, what is this track? I need it. God, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Obi.
I love that track too. That is Love Revolution, parenthesis, Times a Wasting, featuring Southern Girl, spelled STHRNGRL, by the artist Multipass.
Love Revolution.
Love Revolution, Times a Wastin', in parentheses, and then featuring Southern Girl, STHRNGRL.
Well, Multipass.
Artist is Multipass, yeah.
They'll probably be able to find it with that.
One word, Multipass.
They'll get it.
They'll get it. You'll
They'll
find it.
They'll find it.
You'll find it. We
Yeah,
just wanted to check everything
it's a
else.
great track. It's it's like the one track that like I have to play the whole thing. I can't cut that thing
I
off
hear you.
halfway
I
through.
hear you. Thank you guys so much for people who are joining, who are listening, who are giving us gifts and doing stuff for us during the show. This is you guys do rock. This is Echo Breaker.
Did we miss any other comments?
No, not any that I saw. I saw like some John Lennon and Freddie Mercury. What was the other artists that they recommended?
Obi wants a real. Can't find it.
Aww.
Obi, message my artist page. Go to or hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter name is Awesame, AWESAME. Where did I get it, dude? I have no idea. I have no idea where.
The internets. The interwebs.
Yeah. Yeah, that one I've had for a minute now.
So
I
Tim
don't remember
Sweetwood,
where
that
I
was
got
the one
that
that I was to say.
Did you reply to that?
I don't remember where I got it.
So where'd you find it? Got it. Oh, you found it. Hey.
Found it on YouTube.
Found it on YouTube.
Found it on YouTube. There we go.
Rip it. You'll have a wonderful 128 rip off YouTube.
Boom.
Of that.
Nailed
no,
it.
I'm sure you can find it somewhere. I found a 320
On a
of it.
vinyl press and record store.
No, I think I have a 320 or I have like a 256 AAC. I have something relatively high quality.
It's okay. So people who are watching this anyways, if you do like the music that you're listening to and you want to take this home with you, we do have, I haven't said anything. I've been really quiet about this, but every live stream now is on Mixcloud. So if you want to take a listen to these afterwards and you don't want to see the video, you can always go on Mixcloud and you can take it in its MP3. I'm pretty positive they're all available for download. Maybe, I think so. I don't know. I have to check. Maybe not. I don't think Mixcloud, does Mixcloud allow you to download stuff?
I don't know.
Probably not. Well,
I don't think it does. I don't
it's
think
on
it does.
Mixcloud. You can take a listen to it. If it allows you to download it, that's really super cool. If it doesn't, well, you know, you can always probably ask me really nicely, and I may do something in return.
So I thought of a better answer for what I want 50 pounds off.
What?
There's this mineral called like galenite or something or other. It's this basically glass that is found in the Czech Republic from when an asteroid hit the Earth 17 million years ago.
Obsidian?
No, it's not obsidian. That's volcanic.
You're right, that is volcanic.
I forget what this stuff is called. It'll come to me later. But anyway, they sell it by the gram. It's like
So you want 50 pounds of it, so you just be rich.
it's like $6 to $8 a gram.
Filthy rich.
That's not that expensive.
It's $6 to $8 a gram. For it's basically
For a mineral, it's expensive.
right for a mineral that's very expensive, and if you have like a piece of it like this big, that's like a $60 to $80 piece. So 50 pounds would be worth a lot.
You know what I said? I've told. Isis already knows my
I
answer.
know this.
You know my answer for the 50 pounds. What I want them. I want live trainable squirrels.
50 pounds of live trainable squirrels.
Yeah. Like trained squirrels. Let's say trained squirrels. Let's go trained squirrels. Because then you
Yeah?
probably have like 23 squirrels. You can probably do some cool stuff.
Did you ever play Diablo 3?
No, I haven't. I should.
One of the
That's a game.
companions you can have is like a pair of ferrets that will go and pick up gold and health orbs.
See,
for
that's
you.
what I'm saying. Like you just have squirrels that run around and do little tasks for you. You're not really.
Video games, and now Chew has gone full circle back to Twitch.
Anyways, that was what I that or chinchillas.
So, should we talk quick about Bullet? Get that out of
Let's
the way?
talk about Bullet. Yeah, let's actually get that out of the way.
You said that
So-
you've been working on Awesome for about 2 years, but you have other side projects, and you have another main side project. So
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so in addition to music stuff that I'm working on for myself, I'm also the editor-in-chief of Bullet Music. You can go to bulletmusic.net. We're an Atlanta-based music journalism site, but we do a lot of cool things. Essentially with the understanding that, you know, you're never going to make money just writing show reviews and hoping people read them and selling ads on sites. We take sort of a more full media approach, and so we do things like we have a monthly Spotify playlist that we put out with a lot of like really, really cool rising artists that we hunt out. We have every 2 weeks a guest mix from really excellent DJs called the Bullet Cast. We've gotten some great guest mixes there from people like DJ Pierre and Codes, who's on Treasure Fingers label, and a couple other people. And we have just a really amazing team of writers and photographers, and we try and give a voice to the music scene, sort of focusing on underground artists. We're focusing, you know, starting in Atlanta, but we obviously want to grow from there. And that's been really a pretty amazing thing. I've been doing that for about a year now, and it's been just an amazing way to connect with the music community and get to meet the people who are making Atlanta the city that it is, because Atlanta is, I think, undeniably a city on the rise, and a city that has been through so much and has still obstacles. Like we have infrastructure obstacles. We have obstacles in our government. And I have another side project related to that. Working on a political campaign.
Yeah, I saw you've been going and pushing invites out for that for a little bit for doing the mayor thing, right?
Yeah, so I'm working on Vincent Fort's campaign for mayor of Atlanta. He has been endorsed by Bernie Sanders. He wants to. I mean, he's as progressive as you can ask for. He wants to make sure that every high school graduate in the city of Atlanta gets 2 years of free community college. He wants to decriminalize cannabis. He wants to put major investment into the arts. He wants to. He's the guy who's introducing bills like lead testing in schools. He is a major supporter of LGBT rights.
Sounds awesome.
He is awesome. Yeah, he's totally awesome. And so, all these things kind of come together, and it's weird where the lines blur between like the bullet work and the awesome work and me personally trying to.
How do you try to keep them separate?
I don't core self-identify as awesome. Like Madonna is Madonna.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you do interviews, like there are interviews with Bass Nectar where he like doesn't avow the name himself. He's like, no, Bass Nectar is like this thing, and there's a team behind it, and there's all these other people. Like we are all this thing,
guy, yeah.
Right? And I am just Lauren. Not to draw a comparison between me and him because he's in his own lane, but like it's a project. Yeah. Oh, I have so much respect for Bass Nectar, and I take shit for it all the time from people who are like, he's such a big factor in why I'm even doing any of this stuff. Big inspiration. But yeah, you keep them separate. I don't know. I mean, I don't disavow. Like when I'm at a show and somebody sees me and they're like, "Hey, you're awesome." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And I take the name because it's my brand, and I own it. So I don't know. You don't keep them too separate. You can't keep them too separate.
Sure.
That's playing games, but you have to at some level recognize that
awesome is awesome.
Your life is split up.
Yeah, we think so too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very clever.
Thank you, Obi.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, so we got some more.
We're gonna get to the last of our.
Last of our serious questions.
So, I try to always end on a very.
There's
don't
another
keep it separate.
There's
Obi
another
says,
serious
don't keep it
question.
separate.
Yeah.
Keep it separate.
So it's
Sometimes you have to.
the thing. Here's I guess the best answer to the question. The projects are separate. The work is separate. There's different time dedicated to each one. For me as a human, and no one else gets to see into this, I have my own ways of integrating them into my life and keeping them all me. And I do that through a combination of meditation and and having a great partner who helps me out with all this stuff.
Shout out to great partners.
Yeah, shout out to Megan for helping me. There's no way I could do all the stuff I'm doing on my own.
I got a good partner too. Right. Yeah. So I have 3. I hope we can have time for all of them. I always end on a deep question, but we're not going to start there.
Deep, dark, and dangerous.
No,
I love
more
deep
profound.
questions.
Just
Yeah.
chill. It's been chill. So this is another one I picked. I said, in your opinion, what is the most beautiful man-made object in the world?
Oh shit.
The most beautiful man-made object in the world?
Honestly, I'll answer this one. I kind of think it's a watch. Have you ever seen
A watch?
Like
a
how,
watch is the most beautiful man-made project?
I mean, have you ever seen how intricate they actually are? Like a really nice, well-made watch.
I mean,
I think
I
it's
just
awesome.
think there's other feats. There's other feats that have
for
been,
sure.
never been replicated.
I mean, what about another person? I mean, humans are basically just 3D printers of other humans. Do other humans count as
man-made
man-made
more
objects?
I gotta get my waders on.
Materialistic.
Like, we're getting some deep water there, bud.
Okay, what's not yet?
I mean, Fabergé eggs, I don't know.
I would
pretty
say the one that came to mind when you said it, and that was the one that I was like, you know what, that would be a good answer. I thought the Taj Mahal. I think the guy created an entire building in place for his wife's.
I'm gonna say the toilet because sanitation is probably single.
I got a Taj Mahal.
It's probably
Did you go to the
single-handedly
toilet?
saved the most
Oh,
lives.
Lord.
Like
Honestly,
honestly, the
that's
toilet
great.
has probably saved more lives than any other invention.
I guess we're supposed to be saying it says beautiful though. So
Yeah,
beautiful.
beautiful. Is the toilet that beautiful?
Some are. Have you seen Trump's?
Have you seen the ones
I have
that
not.
Solid-
spray,
solid
that
gold.
spray
I've
the
seen
chute
some.
of
Diamond.
water
You
to
mean a
wash your
bidet?
butt
The
crack?
bidet.
It's called a bidet.
Sorry, they're French, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
The
French.
Taj Mahal, you only have a couple more. They're gonna close it in a couple years because
What?
because there's only a couple more years to go visit it if you want to, because something with it's shifting the foundation, so it's unsafe. So they're about
It's sinking, I think.
yeah.
Shit.
You
Yeah.
only have a couple more years. They're about to close it.
Get your cookies up. Get out to India,
Let's go
man.
to India.
I mean, I've already had it on my plan. Like, I was gonna
Me
try and do
too.
it this year, but I've decided to do South by Southwest and a bunch of other things instead.
Well, gotta
So
go to India
guess
and see
I
that.
need to still do that. I'll
So we
probably do it
got
in November.
we got a watch, a toilet, and Taj
Those are the
Mahal.
big paintings that the Buddhist monks make.
Oh, mandalas. Yes,
Yeah,
mandalas are
that-
amazing.
Or the sand. You know how they do the sand?
That's what he's talking about.
Oh, so
Sand mandalas?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're done, they sweep it away. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's just like, see, that's another level. Just spending all that time making something so beautiful, and you're like, okay, and I'm done.
That's the process, man.
Yeah.
Think of other beautiful man-made things. There's so many.
The pyramids, the Sphinx. I
Yeah.
think is a beautiful thing.
I mean, anything by Frank Lloyd Wright.
My middle school.
Anything by Solomon
I thought
Guggenheim.
one thing that I did appreciate in my travels that I did see that I thought was really cool was especially in the Maori culture, every single religious temple that they have. So they have like what's called a marae, which is like the village, right? Their village center, their meeting place that they have. Every pillar that's in there has been actually handcrafted, and they basically like do wood carving. They do stories in it. So when you go on the outside, you can kind of see, and they basically what they've said is that the house resembles a human. That the foundation is the legs, and this is the arms, and they have the head, and they kind of explain all that. And then you go on the inside, and now every single wall has like a separate story of either that tribe or a religious figure in the Maori. And I thought that was the coolest thing that I'd ever seen, and that was some of the reason why I wanted to do. I wanted to get a Maori tattoo.
Pixar films, incredibly beautiful. I
yeah.
didn't even think of films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
great.
I mean, if we're talking about buildings, I'm going to have to go with the Alhambra in Spain, the Moorish,
There you go.
the big, I don't know if it's a mosque technically, but it's a big Moorish Islamic building, and it's just incredibly beautiful.
Mm-hmm. There's also another one in Spain. There's a village building. I can't think of what the word is.
I think it's in Spain. It may be in Morocco or Tunisia. I think it's in Spain though.
All right,
What's the
well,
next
this
one?
is another one that I think you guys will
Let's go to the
appreciate.
deep ones.
This one first, and then the deep one.
Got your swimmies on.
I already have my waders on, man. Where are you?
In your opinion, and this might be hard too, so you might have to think about it. What is the best piece of music ever written?
Oh.
So hard, right?
Are you
So-
just like leading into like the one that's just gonna like we're gonna be sitting here for like 5 minutes? And
Maybe.
So I'll make a confession before I give a serious answer. If you'd asked me when I was like, I don't know, like 14 or something, I was convinced for like a good solid year that the most beautiful piece of music I'd ever heard was "Fix You" by Coldplay. I was just like
love Coldplay,
completely
though.
obsessed. I was completely obsessed with
That
it
is a good
when I was
song.
in early high school.
I don't know.
Maybe like Claire de Lune, Debussy. I'm a big fan of Vivaldi and okay, I'm gonna say best musician of all time has got to be probably Brahms. I think Brahms is like my number one.
So time out. So I gotta ask this though. So in an earlier question, you were like, if you could bring back an artist for one performance, you said a different artist, but you didn't say Brahms.
Well, Brahms never performed. He composed for an orchestra.
True.
I mean, I'm sure he did perform, but as a
Okay. I just was this is an observation.
yeah, no. I mean, I can hear Brahms pretty much the same way every time because it's a structured composition.
Yeah.
Hendrix is going to be completely different every time. I
Okay.
mean, he was just such a unique individual. Every performance was a fingerprint, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sagrada Familia.
Something.
Yeah, Sagrada Familia by Gaudi.
Nice technique.
Nice technicality, brah.
OBSC, man.
Yeah, it's it's the difference between like a great actor and a great screenwriter or something. You know, they both contribute to the movie, but they're different roles.
What about you?
I don't know. I mostly wanted to hear what you guys thought because I just don't feel qualified for such a question.
I'm either gonna go with like a Pavarotti.
Pavarotti.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the opera because I think even though you can't understand, I think like in technicality, well, unless you know the language, in technicality they are really beautiful. It's either that, like I just went to, I keep saying it's Carmana Burana like 2 weeks ago, and it's not what it's Carmina something, but it was basically an opera show, and they basically had a story with it. You didn't understand anything, but you understood the story, and like I think that storytelling in music has been lost, especially in the last, I don't know, 10 years. Probably not 10
I totally
years.
agree.
Yeah, 5,
I
10
totally
years.
agree.
And that, like, you won't see, like, you're not going to see another, like, a Queen or, like, a Freddie Mercury or, like, people who just really, like, they put out music. And well, I've seen some. I've seen some that have been like, wow, they made me really start going and thinking about and questioning things. But, like, you don't see a lot of those anymore of, like, you're like, fuck, man. You just, like, you go really introspective and think
They're
about.
out there. They're just not on the biggest stages all the time.
Yeah.
They're
that's
definitely
true.
out there.
I mean, I don't know if this is the most. I mean, I just think, I don't know, Bohemian Rhapsody is so good. It encompasses like every.
Bohemian Rhapsody's a good
It's
one.
a good one.
It's either that or Fuck the Pain Away by Peaches.
Fuck the pain. There you go. Hold on, wait, what does it say?
Excuse me.
Totally struggling. I broke down in tears because it's so absolutely stunning and beautiful. The acoustics in the choir.
Gives you an idea how religion. Oh, Even Song in Westminster Abbey.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to England, like I said, back in June, and I was sitting out in front of Winchester Cathedral, and I was commenting to my partner, like, isn't it amazing how it required, for these incredibly beautiful structures to be built, it required essentially like a dogmatic structure of slavery over Europe to get them done. Like, if all of the religious leaders in the world actually stood by what they believed in, they would all have just lived in like dirt huts that would have blown away by now.
Yeah, and it's actually relatively true.
You know what I mean? But because they like enslaved and taxed the shit out of everybody and used political
And
power
fear.
to rob everyone,
Yep.
they were able to build these incredible monuments to human achievement. It's really bizarre. Yeah, it's really we're a weird species, the way we like reward liars. Sorry, religious people.
Well,
I used to be one of you. I just think that.
well, no, I
we
mean,
don't
I was
need
actually
it
in Peru,
anymore.
and they talked
I'm
about
done.
how they
I'm
had
out.
how the churches would rob all of the farmers, and then they just left, and they couldn't go and put it on their backs because people would know they're stealing everything. So what they did is they took all of the ornate stuff, the gold and the jewels and all that stuff, and they stuffed it in their canes, and they carried the rest of the stuff on their back, and then they walked there. So all of their canes were filled with all the jewels and all the stuff that they were taking from like place to place. Just ran off with all the.
I think science is cool enough. I wish instead of cathedrals we had 1,000-year-old,
Labs.
yeah, like, you know, astronomy centers that were that cool and amazing.
It sucks, man. That's for sure. All right.
All right, you guys want to get to the profound,
Yeah, we're gonna get
the
the deep-
profoundness of the
Yep.
night, so we can finish this. All
Yeah.
right.
The uber deep, yeah.
What is the greatest lesson in life you have ever learned?
I think that we had this one kind of last week, but it was like
No.
one piece of advice.
Ask the question again?
What is the greatest lesson in life you have ever learned?
I think I'm still learning it, but I honestly think the most important
Until now.
lesson.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think I've learned the lesson in one sense, but I think you never stop learning it until you die. And I really believe that the secret to a better world is this lesson, is how, like, who you are and how to be yourself. Like, I think that all of the conflict in the world comes from pain and sadness and jealousy and envy, and it all comes from people who don't know who they are. Like, nobody who like deeply, consciously, and like gloriously, happily knows who they are starts a war. Like,
I agree
nobody
with
who
that.
nobody who like deeply knows their own heart goes and picks a fight or tries to enslave somebody else or tries to rip somebody off in a business deal.
People for feeling the same way.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you know who you are, then you know that everyone else, like, you understand your divinity. You understand that you are God, and you understand that everybody else is too, and that we're all in this connected
It's not always about you.
web.
Yeah.
Well, there is no you.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, we're kind of getting deep into, like, some of the
Told you it was gonna be
like,
deep, man.
I went and saw,
I'd say that, hold on, I want to say Obi said, I'd say that real love means learning how to let go of selfishness.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
totally. Yeah, I mean,
Understanding love is overwhelming, for sure.
yeah, well, and it's this thing of one of the best things I ever heard somebody say on stage was they made the whole crowd say it was Kamau. It was so wonderful. He made everyone in the crowd look at each other and say, I'm happy you're here. I don't care who you are, where you come from, what you look like. I love you. I love myself, and I realize that that's the same thing.
Aw, that
And it
gives me
is the same thing.
goosebumps.
It is the same thing.
Aw.
So yeah, that's my big lesson is to stop trying to be anything other than who I am.
That's a good one.
So what about you?
I kind of already said mine. I was gonna say it's not about me. I'm an only child, and I'm very.
Me too.
I've been really, really at times in my life very self-centered. It's all about
Mhm.
me, and what I think, and it's taken a lot of work to. Not that I won't ever put myself first, because you have to do that. Nobody's ever gonna take care of you the way that you take care of yourself, but you have to consider the way everyone else feels about everything too. So
Being an only child is hard, I think, because you don't have those like gutter guards
yeah,
early on, and so you really have to kind of find your own.
it takes a while, and when,
Yeah.
and when you're a kid, you get all the. If you have a question, if you have a need, you're addressed right away, and you're sort of given this false idea that that's just how it's gonna always be.
Were you
It's
a,
not.
do you have brothers or sisters? Or are you only child?
I'm an only child.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the only one. That's good.
Yeah. As an only child, you spend a lot of time talking to yourself,
Mhm. So you
and
get very self-centered
Crazy.
because you
Yeah.
love yourself a lot.
and also a little neurotic.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And you don't have to share, you know, and it's not that you don't want to share, it's just that you've never had to, so you've never learned how to.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think, well, I used one last week that kind of was, I'd say, the greatest piece of advice that I'd gotten, and so I'm not going to repeat the same one twice.
Mm-mm.
So I think on this one, what I'm going to say is the greatest piece of advice that I've learned is how to be a servant leader. A lot of people talk about leading as you're supposed to be the person who's like, I'm the one who's carrying the torch, and everyone's supposed to follow me, and that's kind of what leadership has been taught. Like that's, they say it's quote unquote what traditional, like, you know, 1940s leadership was. And I learned in my first job, I hated the investment bank. There was nothing really that I learned a lot
Your
of stuff.
first job was an
My
investment
first-
bank?
So I came out of Duke, and the first job that I had coming right out of school was a project manager at an investment bank. As an IT project manager, I was working for them. Dodd-Frank had just came out, and so we were trying to go and do that. And they put me on the world's hardest project with the world's largest budget, with the world's largest amount of people, and they said, do it. And I had no idea on how to run a project. I had never run any project other than like a group of, like a team project in school, right? So I hadn't had.
It's nice to know that the financial security of our nation is placed in the hands of college graduates.
Well, they
Yay.
didn't have a choice because they'd wiped the floor and they'd started afresh, and they said to find somebody. And my boss at the time, he found me, and you know, it kind of freaked me out at first. But the more I learned and the more I got it, I was actually by the end, I was surpassing project managers who were 20 or 30 years older than me, and I was the only project that was still like afloat, under budget, on time, doing what we needed to do. And a lot of the reason was because of that, was because I finally had the epiphany when I was there, is that it's about being a servant leader. It's not about going around telling people like what they need to do or how they need to get it done. Like, you guys are like, people are mature, educated, you know, informed individuals. Like, I shouldn't have to go and tell a 50-year-old person like how to do their job. They know how to do their job, and the last thing they want is someone like me doing it. But as a servant leader, what my job is to get roadblocks out of their way in order to help people as a whole. Like, what can I do for people? Like, what can I do for the people around me in order to make their lives easier and better so that all of us come together as a whole and all of us come to meet a goal, and that their problems become my problems, and I express those problems to like another person.
Do you know the math operator theory of workforce?
Mm-mm.
So there are, there's division, addition, multiplication, subtraction. So basically on any given team, there are dividers who you immediately have to fire. They're just toxic people in the environment that have to be gotten rid of.
Yep.
There are subtractors. There are people who essentially pull away more value than they contribute. And some of those people need to be let go, and some of those people just need coaching.
Yep.
Like some of those people just are junior, and they need to be moved up into being an addition. And then there's the adders, and you want basically like 90% of your people to be adders. And then there's this very rare class of people who are multipliers, and those people need to be in leadership. And essentially the job of those people is not, I mean, sometimes it's to do a lot, but sometimes it's not even to really do that much. It's to make the efforts of all the other people attached to them better. And I think that that's what you're talking about with this servant leader, is that this person just is an enabler
Well, you're
for all
not,
those other
well, I
people.
mean, there's a lot of really good examples. Like Nelson Mandela, he was a servant leader, right? Like, he took a lot of the burdens of the people around him and made something out of it and expressed it in a way that was good, right? There's a lot of really good examples of servant leaders out there, but I think the best example that I could give, at least in the scenario that I had when I was there, is for the most part when people were talking to me in status updates, like I would tune out most of 80-90% of what people said, because normally people have a really bad filter as to what's actually considered important. And I would listen to them.
Yes,
It's true.
gosh,
It's true.
it's
And
so
so you
true.
listen, and I just filter out 90% of what people say. They just stare at me, and I just be like, and then they'd go and say something. Well, I reached out to somebody, and I didn't hear back from them. So I worked on this and this and this, and they just kept going. And then I go, time out. So you talked to somebody, and they didn't go and reach out to you, and they're like, well, yeah, I sent them an email on that. I said, we're gonna get done with that, like right now. And then I'd go and I'd go and ring them up, give them a phone call. And then it'd be like, oh, well, I was waiting for this person to call me all day, and they didn't. And it's like simple communication breakdown barriers. And then you just go and you just patch it. And you're just simply just going and connecting people and making communication lines and making sure people work, and that if there's problems, there's pain points in your team. Like, well, my computer was slow. Well, let me go and get you a better computer. It's the tiny things like that you go and you do for your team that, like, you're not, like, the leader leading them. Like, you have an idea and a vision, but it's not about you going and saying, like, come with me and hold my hands. I'm going to take you to, like, the rainbows and sunshine and unicorns. Yeah, it's more of the fact of, like, look, we all have this goal. You're either going to be on that team or not. And, what can I do to help you guys, help all of us achieve that goal together? And that's what it really comes down to.
Why do you think people are so bad at communicating?
I don't know. This drives
Because
me insane.
it's a self-learned process, and it's imperfect.
People don't put effort into practicing it. They just give up so
Well,
quickly.
I think that.
Not even because they're consciously doing it, just because
I just think it's an imperfect process. It's like social. It's like relationships.
It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable.
It's like relationships.
To be
Did you know?
confrontational at all and to communicate effectively, you have to be.
But did you know how to, 4 years old,
No,
talk to a
I
girl
mean,
or talk to a guy and
even
like,
in
be okay?
relationships when I was younger, I was horrible.
I
at
still
it.
don't know how to do that.
But that's
it
what
takes
I'm
time.
saying.
You have to really work at it.
But it's social skills, right? And it's an
Yeah.
imperfect process. And every single person that you meet had a different process on how they experience social skills and how they were brought into it, right? And not only that, it's like the psychology of people. Like, I was just talking to someone else today about it, that like some people, they get energy from being around people. The more people are around, the more energy they take in,
like that
right?
sentence too.
And there's other people that the more people they're around, the more it drains
Sucked out
them.
of them?
It
That's
sucks
classic
them out.
introvert extrovert.
Yeah, well, that is. It's an introvert extrovert thing.
Can you
But
be
like,
both? 'Cause
with-
I definitely
well, yeah, and you can be both. But
It's called being schizophrenic.
am. Great. Well, I actually have family members that are.
I
so
guess-
great.
But I guess what I'm leading into that is that all of that kind of clashes together, and that people are so different in that, and it's such an imperfect process that some people are like, well, I'm not going to go and email this person until they call me, And then there's other people who will be like, well, you know, like either for an ego issue or whatever, and then other people are going to be like, well, you know, I'll let them make the first move, or I'm going to be the person that makes the first move, or you may have two people who say, you know, I'm not going to communicate to this person until they communicate to me, and so you have all those different like types of egos and psychology and backgrounds that are trying to come together to come to somebody. There has to be somebody in the middle who can look at all of that and see all that communication and go, I see where the gaps are, and then start going and filling in those gaps and making sure people are going and the cogs are moving and that the wheels are turning. Because otherwise, you're just going to get gridlock. Because people, like, they want to cooperate, but they don't quite understand how without, like, a person or two.
You have to be accepting.
Yeah. Like, actually, it's called ambivalent.
Ambivert.
Ambivert. There we go.
Ambivert.
Ambivert.
I think I've heard that term before, but it's been a while. That's a great.
Ambivert. God.
All right.
Okay. Well.
I mean, that's a good.
That
I
was
mean,
great.
that was a great talk.
Conversation.
I mean, we got super deep.
I told
I'm
you
gonna
it
go
was
and
gonna
play
get
some
deep.
deep. Yeah.
This is a way more interesting interview than I expected. Yeah, this
Right?
is great.
It's awesome.
Well, I've tried to, like I said, this is, you know, just like how I've talked about spin show, it's a learning process. Like, I've tried to go and add different things and different aspects to the show and make it bigger, better, and better, and kind of, you know, grow it into something that's actually, like, worth having around versus just, like, you know, hey, here's a DJ, and then watch them spin for 2 hours because, you know, as a DJ told me, Dizzy D, he's a good friend on Chew. Dizzy told me, like, watching 2 or 3 hours of mixing is just boring. It's just the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
And, like, having different conversations, different pieces to it is always important. But I'm going to go and I'm going to get in some music. We're already we're over time, but I think we can go and hang out. You guys willing to hang out for a little longer?
A little bit.
A little bit
A
longer?
little bit. Yep.
All right, so I'm going to go and jam up some music, and then we'll just go straight into a tag team. I think we've kind of covered all the questions we want to cover this time.
Okay.
So go to the tag team at the end, and, yeah, we'll just jam it out. So you guys ready?
Cool, guys. Music time.
Obi, hold on. Obi, thank you, man. Dude, that's awesome. Hell yeah. I'm going to put you on the top. You're on the top tipper, sir. I'm going to write you in. Thank you so much, man. That's great. You win. Congratulations. You win. Super appreciate that, man. Super appreciate that. Obi, you are the man, sir. We're getting some calm music. Get some techno. What's up, Mikey? How you doing, bud? I don't even know what that is. Oh, when the rave is over, I guess. Rave man? Rave puzzle?
You're not the first of your kind. Staring at your hands. Waiting in company line. Another secret spills. Just me and my dead end thrills. Did you think that we'd come back from this place? Wish we had a taste. So you can get whatever you want. You can get whatever you want. You're holding back for something. You can get whatever you want. Yeah, you can get whatever you want. You're holding back for something. Yeah, you're holding back for something.
See, Obi, he made a new friend today. You better friend him on Facebook. Got a lot of the same interests. Yay, making friends! Yay! No, guys, on a real note, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for joining on the show. The more you know. Shout out to Jordan Suvak. What's up, bud? I know we're getting super calm. It's actually chill right now.
Slide for the free, kill for the feet. Pull out the stick, then I pull out the ski. Put a motherfucking face on a white tee, that's what a nigga get being P.I.E. Sweet, nigga, you P.I.E. Sleep, motherfucker, that's 6 feet. Deep, no tender, no love, no care, but a nigga here still gon' TLC, put it to your Lisa Los. That's a nigga left eye, kill a nigga, get ghost. That's Patrick Swayze, come equipped with a vest. I'ma put that shit to your motherfucking neck. K's all in my trunk, so you best to get a chopper. It's nothing but goon action. I ain't talking Walker Flocka, that 275 goons. Gotta do a fucking gang. Walker Flocka, play another die right now, bullet or a fucking shank. Niggas always trying to be the hardest in the fucking paint.
Never take time to the threats, I be off in your neck, but you reach for the tech. See me, niggas gon' hear me, then fear me, feel me. Whole bunch of green in my Philly, turn up. Whole bunch of niggas if you run up, tryna act hard with your gun up. I shoot your son up, rockin' till the sun up. Middle finger flash, that's a one up. I'm a young gutter, dog got mother. Curry said cut him with his brother. Lead them boys wet like water. Off with his neck, posted with his set. I don't take kind to the threats, take kind to the threats. Ratchet for life, I'm hood. Tryna smoke bad, but I'm good. Bust a nigga head for the cake. Jumping over gates, can't wait. 9 to the face, fuck nigga, you ain't safe.
No, we'll take kindly threats. Slam your set. We don't take kindly threats, nigga. We don't take kindly threats. That's just what it said. We'll take kindly threats. We'll take kindly that I desire is light, is light. All that I desire is light, light.
Time out. So I heard the best quote of today. Don't say it. No. We'll keep people anonymous. I feel like Law and Order. We protect these names, protect the innocent. Basically, people who don't even do coke do coke. What the shit? Eat all the pistachios? Just all the others? You're like, nah, screw those. I'm just gonna get. No, don't keep doing it. Like, what? Thanks. That's what I needed. Yes. No, I don't. I couldn't find it. Oh wait, I found out. Okay, hold on. I got the song. I got the last song. I figured it out. It took me a while to think of it, and then when you said the silly song, I figured it out. Okay, so I have the last song. I played this song a couple times, but I felt because we were being super chill, I thought that this would be a good ending for this show. And let's see if it works. Oh, yeah, it does. All right, you guys ready for this? This is pretty funny. This is the song I was thinking of the entire time. You played a song earlier, and it reminded me of some deep voice stuff. And there's no one deeper that I know than Barry White. So I have played Barry White before because I love Barry White, and because you play that deep song, and I was like, I know the funny song I'm going to play for today. So we're going to play this one, and we're going to jam out to it. But Isis, have you ever heard this song? No, you haven't been here long enough. Another song. Here we go. I'm going to play it anyways. Sexy Bear White here. Shout out to Jordan for that last minute tip. Shout out to you, bud. Shout out to you.
Whatever you want. Girl, you got it. And whatever you need. I don't wanna see you without it. Much more than words could ever say. And oh my dear, I'll be right here until my dying day. I don't know just how to say all the things I feel. I just know that I love you so, and it gives me such a thrill. 'Cause I found what this world is searching for. Yeah, right here, my dear. I don't have to look no more. In all of my days, I hope and I pray for someone just like you. Make me feel the way you do.
Like I said, it's like the perfect button. It just like fades it out every time. Need more spin and chills like this. I know, Jordan. I know, man. That's what I'm saying. But there's not like that many house DJs and like chill DJs in Atlanta. Everyone comes on the show and is like, yo, I want to play bangers for like an hour and a half.
And for the record, I crafted this set for you guys. Like, the mix I made last night was all bass house, and last week I was playing like dubstep and trap. So those DJs are out there. You just have to let them know, like, you expect spin and chill.
You better be chill.
DJs, future DJs who guest on Spin and Chill.
This is an official announcement.
It's in the fucking name.
It is in the name. More chill, less trap. I agree, Jordan. More chill, less trap. Let's bring the chill. Base House. What's Base House? Jordan, I don't know, man. I heard this guy, and his name had to do with like some type of altitude flying thing. I don't know. And he played at Iris, and I mean, it was some type of house. I don't know. It was like trap house or I don't know.
If you want to know what Bass House is, the mix that I made is going to be coming out on the 15th on the Kaleidoscape podcast, and I'll be reposting it on my SoundCloud. So go to soundcloud.com/awesome, AWESAME. It should be up on the 15th or the 16th, and you'll have a good example of Bass House because I made a fucking fire hour-long Bass House mix.
Are there any other things you want to say to the people who are watching right now? Any of them? Anything where you're going to be, what you're playing, any other stuff?
Last words. I don't have any upcoming big gigs. I just tell everyone, love each other, love yourself. Even if you're on a desert island, you can still feel loved if you love yourself. And let's build a better world, y'all, because this one has got a timer on it. So let's come together. Let's make a more beautiful, more peaceful world.
I agree with that, man. I agree with that. Thank you. Isis, do you have anything you say for the end of the show?
I'll miss you guys next week. I'll be in Costa Rica the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
I'm interning for Envision, so I won't be here. So sorry, guys.
Yeah, so Incredible Isis here. Incredible Isis will not be here the next couple weeks because she's going to be in Costa Rica. So I'm going to be back on my own for a little bit. But who knows? Maybe there'll be other guests that I bring on. I don't know. But it's up to you guys. If there's people who you think are interested or people who watch this who are interested, please send them my way. I will love to add people to the show. It seemed like a stretch and also like a dance. Anyways, all right. So, guys, thank you so much for watching the show with Sam. Just to do a little bit of work here, back-end work. Just want to go and show you guys who's going to be on now. Because normally, I think I have all the way out to you on the show. So let's go to Echo Breaker Radio Show. Cool. So next week on Monday, I'm actually taking a break on this because I can't keep doing these Mondays and Wednesdays. But now that Sets at Sunset's in full effect, we're probably going to be seeing some of the DJs who may be on Sets at Sunset on Wednesdays. I don't know. It may happen. But next Monday, we're going to have Adam Aterna on Monday at 7 p.m. And then we're going to have Oscar on February 22nd, which is just to go and make sure, it's going to be on a Wednesday. So make sure to go and watch those. So that's going to be it. And then I'm going to be doing, actually, that one's not right. So after that, hopefully we're going to have Fuck Diamonds in here. And if you know Fuck Diamonds, yeah, he's a big deal. So you're about to get on the decks, Jordan. You better get on the decks, man. Play some house. But we're going to have Fuck Diamonds in here on February 27th. So that's going to be a pretty big one, too. And then we're going to have a good old favorite, Dodger, on March 20th. So we're taking a little bit of a break there because I'm going to be at South by Southwest and I'm going to be in Washington, D.C. So like I said, guys, if you guys like what you're doing, please follow us. Please donate. Please subscribe. Please follow. Please do all that fun stuff. We are on Spin and Chill on Facebook and on Echo Breaker. And Isis, you need like a fan page now. Like I just thought about that because you're like a co-host and, you're a personality. I'm just saying.
Maybe we'll get there.
We'll get there. And Awesame, please follow Awesame. Awesome. Same. Awesome. It's all awesome. Everything's awesome. Guys, thank you so much for watching the show. We will see you next time, next Monday at 7 p.m. Make sure to follow us. See you later.